Kio and Gizmo learned that Easter isn't just about spring and new life. It's also about how love and sacrifice can make a big difference. In a big island park, two doggy friends named Kio and Gizmo were ready for a fun day. Kio was the younger one and full of energy. He ran around happily with his floppy ears flapping in the breeze. He had big brown eyes that showed he was curious and sometimes up to no good. Gizmo, who was older and smarter than Kio, followed along with a smile. He had seen Kio do silly things many times before and knew it was best to just watch and enjoy without getting involved. As Kio and Gizmo got closer to some kids playing a fun game with Easter eggs, Kio got a mischievous idea. He grinned and quickly grabbed an egg hidden under some bushes, then happily ran away with his tail wagging fast. Gizmo sighed but couldn't help but laugh as he saw Kio running between the kids, avoiding their arms. The kids laughed and chased after him, making lots of noise with Kio barking happily. Kio's love for playing tricks took him to a pond where families were having picnics under big mango trees. When he saw kids feeding ducks with breadcrumbs, he just had to join in on the fun. Quick as a flash, he zoomed ahead and grabbed a piece of bread from a child's hand, making the bread fly into the pond. The kids were amazed as Kio happily splashed in the water, chasing after the bits of bread. Gizmo stood back and watched Kio, shaking his head at the silly things Kio was doing. He knew that if he told Kio off, Kio would just do more funny things. So, Gizmo decided to just smile and let Kio have his fun. As they sat on a bench under a big banyan tree, they smiled with their tongues out because they were tired but happy. Gizmo looked at Kio with a twinkle in his eye. He said, "You really made today fun." Kio looked at Gizmo, feeling proud but also a little shy. "Did I make trouble for us?" he asked. "Nope," Gizmo chuckled. "But we might need to talk to Laura about what we did today. Laura is the one who takes care of them." Kio's ears drooped slightly as he felt a little worried about maybe getting in trouble, but he couldn't help smiling because he thought the fun they had was worth any trouble they might get into. While they were playing in the park, Kio and Gizmo found a bunch of kids listening to a nice lady wearing a long, white and blue dress. They were curious and excited, but also a little nervous as they went closer, wagging their tails. The lady's voice was calming and made the kids stop and listen. She started telling a really interesting story that families have been telling for a long, long time. It was about Jesus, the Son of God, and how Easter came to be. At first, Kio wasn't paying much attention because he was watching butterflies. But as the lady kept talking, he got more and more interested. He listened closely, amazed by what he was hearing. Gizmo listened very carefully to every word the woman said. Even though he had heard the Easter story before, it always amazed him. The woman told the story so well that Gizmo could imagine everything that happened to Jesus, from his humble birth to his miraculous resurrection. The woman spoke of how Jesus had come to earth with a mission of love and sacrifice. She told them about how Jesus taught everyone to be kind, forgive others, and look out for each other. Kio and Gizmo listened closely, feeling hopeful and touched by the idea of being good and making things better. As the exciting part of the story arrived, Kio stopped being so playful and became very serious. He never thought that a holiday with fun things like eggs and bunnies could have such an important and deep meaning. Gizmo was deeply moved by the tale of Jesus coming back to life. It made him think that even when things seem really bad, there's always a chance for things to get better. Kio and Gizmo learned that Easter isn't just about spring and new life, it's also about love and how caring and giving can really change things for the better. When the sun started to go down and the shadows grew long, the kids and the puppies got up to go home. But Kio and Gizmo stayed a bit longer, feeling like they understood something important for the first time. They knew that when Jesus died and came back to life, it wasn't just something that happened a long time ago. It meant something big for everyone. They told other puppies about Easter and how it teaches us to be kind, caring, and loving to each other. As time passed, Kio and Gizmo became famous for telling the story of Easter to many young puppies. They showed them that real happiness comes from following Jesus' teachings and being kind to others. So, the playful Kio and his smart friend Gizmo kept exploring together. They always remembered the special meaning of Easter. Even on the big island of Hawaii, the story of Jesus stayed alive, showing how powerful faith, hope, and love can be.